Okay, another threat here to our biodiversity, we have here the pollution. So when speak about the pollution, so this is characterized by an increase in the naturally occurring heavy metals which are not normally present in high concentration in the environment, or even high concentration of your radionuclides, or even your cyanide, your phosphates, or even your, we have also here your radionuclides, nitrates, and even we have also here your agricultural waste. The problem with that, since these are not normally or naturally occurring here in our environment, increased concentration of these environmental pollutants would provide an environment here for our flora and fauna that is not favorable for their growth, and therefore they die. Another threat here, we have the introduction of non-native species and new varieties here to the environment. So this is characterized here by the introduction of a foreign species. It might be an animal or plant to an environment that is not their own. So other name for that alien species here, you call it sponsor IAS, or your invasive alien species. So when speak about alien, I mean to say those are the species here, the plant or even animals which is foreign to a particular area. They try to be introduced either naturally or artificially into an environment that is not their natural habitat, or their natural range. However, here this invasive alien species here are actually predatory. So they most likely try to compete with the nutrients or even space in the area here where they are not normally present. So example for that, we have your predatory animals like, for example, your janitor fish. You could also have your giant snakehead, clown, knife fish. You could also have predatory plant where they are trying to live in the environment. Once those predatory plants are present, what they're going to do here is just they try to compete with the nutrients, shade, or even space with the surrounding plants on that area, wherein those are native plants, but because they are introduced here, because they are foreign, um, they try to overshadow here all the other plants. What's going to happen here, the native plants will try to die, become extinct because of that alien species. Okay, another threat here to the biodiversity, we have the global climate change, primarily characterized here by increase in the environmental temperature, with eventual result here to the increase in the meltdown of the iceberg in the tropic countries. Basically, that's in the Arctic countries. Okay, so that would eventually try to increase here in the sea level rise, and eventually that would have the tendency here for flood. Another one, climate change will also result here to increase amount of the rainfall, and would also have a pose threat or danger with a flood, massive flooding. Another one, we could also have here experience too hot summer month. We could also have here too hot winter months. And another climate change here related also here to your grass fire or forest fire that might eventually result here to the death of the different flora and fauna in that particular area affected. Another threat here, we have exploitation, primarily characterized here by collection of massive or the huge number of the species of your flora and fauna for sale. Okay, try to collect that one, especially for the extinct species, and try to sell that one. But of course, currently we have law that try to punish here for those try to commit a crime by selling those extinct species of your flora and fauna. Another threat we have here, the overpopulation. So we're talking about the human population. Increase in the human population also equivalent to increased demand or our needs with our ecosystem. So that's result here the extinction of our ecosystem. Especially we're just cutting trees, for example, without even replacing it. Okay, next we have here the conservation of your biodiversity. So conservation of biodiversity requires here primarily a strategies which are multidisciplinary, which involves here political, socio-economic, and even scientific input. So it involves here, should eventually involve here different sectors, including the different agencies in our country. Okay, so we have here some of the strategies here for the conservation that will help here to preserve our biodiversity to prevent here loss of the biodiversity. Number one, you should have here appropriate researches. Second one, we have here the different government laws, regulations that would try to provide here protection against conservation of our biodiversity. Another one, education program, and lastly, should have here awareness and sustainability about the different government programs. So currently, we have here the different laws, okay, as being indicated for this one. So these are actually has been passed already as the implementing rules and regulation, executive order, public act. It's all help here in the preservation of our community. So of our biodiversity. Example for that, we have here your okay, another one, example for that, we have your Executive Order 247. So Executive Order 247